I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This topic comes from my 30+ years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Watch, learn, and apply it. You'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. And call me at 626-309-9141 with any questions. Now explode your business with...
Guys, hello and welcome everybody again to my Tuesday training call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight sales, top freight broker training expert here in Southern California. Today, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And if you have any questions today, any questions regardless of what it is, or specifically, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training, then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is how social media moves your freight. How social media moves your freight. So for those of you that have received an invitation to get on the call today, just go to that invitation you got there, go all the way to the bottom there. You're going to find an attachment if you haven't already. That attachment is free. I do provide that for those that I invite on the call today and that you're on my contact list. If you are not on my contact list, just go to my website, tedkeysonline.com. Go to any page on my website. Upper right hand corner, just enter your contact details. That allows you to receive that free attachment that I provide on every single call that I do on every Tuesday on my Tuesday training call. So let's go ahead and talk about how social media moves your freight. How social media moves your freight. Now, let me just clarify one thing. Social media does not move your freight. All social media does is give you the ability and the opportunity to connect with prospects, to connect with, in our case, shipping decision makers. You still have to move the freight. However, that's what social media does. It's just a platform that allows us to connect with other folks with a like mind, with a like purpose. We connect with those folks. We build a relationship and we move forward with the attempt to move their freight over time. So again, social media does not move their freight. You move their freight once you connect and build a relationship with them over time. It could be a short amount of time. It could be a long amount of time. But I will say this, social media does allow you to get in there faster and build relationships faster. If that's one thing that it does, the only question is, how do you approach it? How do you go into it? Do you go into it with a flippant attitude like, hey, just because I have connections, that means everybody's going to flock to me? Or do you go into it thinking with the correct mindset? That is, you have to reach out and connect with your prospects just the same way you would using the telephone. So, how can you increase your social input? How can you increase your social footprint, and why do you have to? How do you increase your social footprint, and why do you have to? I mean, there's so many platforms out there now like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I will say this, they're all available. I use them all, and they're great ways to get yourself known. In your freight broker business, Your biggest challenge, I'll say it again, in your freight broker business, your biggest challenge on a daily basis is getting yourself out of obscurity and getting yourself not only out of obscurity, but into the presence of your shipping decision makers and your prospects. That's one of our biggest challenges. And unfortunately, that's where most individuals sit. They just sit there in obscurity. Why? Because they won't reach out, certainly utilizing this, or, another great way is by using social media. They don't reach out to the marketplace and let the marketplace know what it is that they are providing to the marketplace. If you haven't figured this out by now, you have a business. What do you do when you have a business? You have to reach out to the marketplace and tell the marketplace what it is that you do. What do you specialize in? And this is not just something you do once a week, twice a week. It's something that you must do every single day, and social media is no different. So I'm going to go over 5 ways how I'm working on my social platforms, and hey, if you pick this up, do it the same as well. So let me just start off by saying social media does not replace the telephone. It does not replace the telephone. I'm going to repeat myself over and over again today by saying just because you connect with people, individuals, that you gain a following, it doesn't mean anything. You still not only have to connect with them, but then you have to show them what it is that you do. As I said earlier, you have to show them what it is that you specialize in our case, moving individuals' freight that require your service. So it'll never replace the telephone or any other form of direct communication like that, whether telephone or face-to-face. The best way to use any type of platform is this. And this is after you get your platform set up, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube. Once you get your platform set up, what you do first is in the search bar, wherever your search bar is, just type in shipping manager, just to keep it as simple as possible. Now, you may want shipping managers in a particular industry, like lumber or steel. You can type in shipping manager steel, shipping manager lumber, but to keep it simple, just type in shipping manager. Once you do that, just look at the list of shipping managers that come up. I mean, really check them out. Now, again, be specific in your search here, because you don't want to be connecting with folks that don't utilize your type of service. So if you contact, if shipping manager comes up for one of these mail post off box retail stores, that's really not. If you move freight and you start off with a pallet, they're not your prospect. So really make sure that you examine these shipping managers to a certain degree and make sure that you provide what it is that they're looking for. And once you see that you have what they're looking for, reach out and connect with them. I mean, just reach out, whatever platform that you're using, however that platform does it, reach out and connect. Whether you're following them, whether you come together as friends or connections, reach out and ask them to connect with you. Once they agree and they require your service, ask them for their contact number. Once they agree to connect with you and you send them a message, could be a simple template or something like that, ask for their contact number. This is one of the easiest ways to grab a shipping manager's contact number, just by asking them for it. That's one of the easiest ways that you can connect with somebody on social media. Not only connect with somebody on social media, but again, somebody who is looking for a service that you provide, i.e. in this case, a freight service. A freight service where you start off with a pallet at the minimum and work up to whatever it is, flatbed freight, reefer freight, dry van freight, whatever it is. That is one of the easiest ways to reach out and connect with a follower, with a friend, somebody who you can actually provide your service to. That's the easiest way, okay? So now, what do? Just because you have them as a connection, it doesn't mean anything. You have to tell them, again, this is where you're reaching out to the marketplace and you're telling the marketplace what it is that you do. So just because you connect, you become a friend, you become a connection, you're following somebody, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, you have to let them know what it is you do. And here's the 5 ways, 5 effective ways that you let your followers know what it is that you do. Again, provide a freight service, minimum at a pallet. I keep repeating myself because you don't want to be connecting with folks if you take this seriously, you don't want to be connecting with folks that move envelopes, a one-day envelope or a carton or a box, anything like that, okay? The first way that you use social media is by being committed. You have to make this a commitment. This isn't something that you say to yourself, I'm going to give this a shot for a month. This is ongoing. It's something that you spend, could be 10, could be 15, could be 30 minutes a day on connecting with the marketplace. And remember, just because you've connected doesn't mean anything. However, it's something that you do every day. You've got to be committed to this. And again, it's not for a month, it's not for 6 months, it's not for a year. It's onward and upward. And here's one of the great things about social media. The more that you spend time looking at how it works, the more you understand how it does work and how you can utilize it to your advantage. So the first thing you must have in social media is a commitment, okay? Commit to a specified number of followers daily, and commitments are always followed by time and money, and commit to many platforms. The big 3 are LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Those are the big ones. But if I was to recommend anything, it would be Twitter, it would be LinkedIn, it would be Facebook. Just somewhere to start. Don't rush to YouTube thinking that you're gonna do all these videos and then upload them and the market is gonna come rushing to you. Just start with those. Start with those where you can type in the search bar shipping manager. Get to a point where you have so many connections. Here's your goal. Get to a point where you have so many connections, whether it be 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, but get to a point where you have so many that individuals are coming to you and asking you to connect with them. If there's one goal to start off with, make that your goal. My commitment is to get individuals to come to me wanting to connect with me because they see that I'm connected with so many individuals. So the first thing you have to do is you've got to be committed to this. This is not some fly-by-night deal, where you're thinking, hey, I'm going to do this for a month or 2. And, it's certainly not that way when you think, let me give this freight thing a shot for a month or 2. Everything that you do in life where you gain success, there must be a commitment, and social media is no different. The second way how social media will move your freight is through your content, through the content. And what I mean is this is the content that you post. After you're committed, after your commitment, it comes content. Again, just because you're connected with all these individuals doesn't mean anything. You have to put effort into the content that you upload or that you post on your social media daily. And I'll say this, posting a picture of the meal that you ate last night is not content. It's got to be content related to what you do. If you want shipping managers to pay attention to you, you've got to post content that will get their attention. If you claim that you can move a load in 24 hours from, let's say, LA to Houston, then hey, that's something that you post. Now, there's a high probability that if you're going to do something like that, you better have a team on that load. But if that's what you claim and that's what you provide, that is an idea of content, okay? It's not what you ate last night. It's not what you did last night. It's what you're capable of doing in your particular profession, which is, again, moving freight. You must have different types and different kinds of content, and you've got to post this on a regular basis. Let me give you an example of what I do. I right now am shooting a video. First of all, I'm doing a training call. I'm shooting a video. Not only will I shoot this video, but I will turn this training call into a podcast, into a video, and into a blog post. That's just an idea of what I do. Why do I do it? Because I'm developing content to post in my social media platforms. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for individuals that have a burning desire to be a successful freight sales agent. A burning desire to be a successful freight sales agent, whether they want to build their own business, or if you want to join our freight sales team for the company that we represent, which is Logistic Dynamics, a freight broker out of Buffalo, New York. If you want to do some research on them just to see what a great credit score they have with 5-star credit, just the system that they've developed over the past 15 years to use freight. Again, you come to me with either desire, whether you want to build your own business or join our team, but that's the content that I come up with. And again, just from doing one training call, I'll come up with 3 forms of content. However, for you, you've got to come up with your own content. And starting off with this, it's got to be content related to what you do, so the connections that you have will take an interest. And again, it's content and it's got to be posted daily. If not daily, at least every other day. And this comes down to your commitment. It's a weekly commitment to post, whether 3 times, whether 5 times. Hey, I post daily, okay? However, LDI, let me give an example of what LDI does as far as their daily posting. And again, you can follow this if you want, but it's a way to start and get your name out there in the marketplace. LDI, for example, posts on their social platforms the daily diesel prices, whether they go up, whether they go down. For them, it's something to post. Now, they post other things, all right, but that's just an example of what LDI posts. What do I post? Again, I take my training call here and I create content that I, again, post on my social platforms. So, first thing you have to do is you have to be committed. Second thing you have to do is you have to post your content on those social media platforms that you are currently signed up with. Third thing you're going to do is you're going to collaborate. You're going to connect with with those shipping managers that you have connected with. Collaborate with these folks. Do for them what you want to be done for yourself. So not only are you committed, not only do you post content, but this is where you collaborate and connect with them, because your goal is to post content that people like. Not only do they like it, but not only will they read it, but they'll also tell you that they like it. Not only will they tell you that they like it, they'll also share it with other individuals. And when they share it with other individuals, that means that you've got good content and it's being distributed through other folks that you're not connected with. But that's a form of collaboration. Collaboration is when you actually connect with those individuals that you're attempting to win their business with. So first thing you have to do is you have to be committed. Second thing you have to do is you have to post your content. Third thing you have to do is you have to collaborate. You have to collaborate and connect. And again, the best way to connect with shipping decision makers is to ask them, send them a message, okay? You may want to do a little research first just to see what type of things they ship. Hold on a second here. But once you find out what they ship, just go ahead and send them a message. Hey, John, hey, Bill, hey, Sue, I see that you're the shipping manager for XYZ company and you ship full loads of lumber. Could I get your contact info? Just ask them for their telephone number. I mean, you don't even have to elaborate why. Can I get your contact info? Once they give it to you, connect with them or call them up. And this is one of the easiest ways to connect with a shipping decision maker because you already have somewhat of a relationship developed. You can see what they do. They have possibly checked into what you do, but all you have to do is say, hey, we're connected on social media. What type of trucks do you look for? Again, it depends on the information and the research that you've done on them prior to you calling. But the third thing you're going to do is you're going to collaborate and you're going to connect with them. If you want to know what questions to ask them, just go ahead and go to my Freight Sales Success store, purchase my Freight Sales Success Guide, and I list a host of questions that you can ask them once you make connection with them. Fourth thing you're going to do is you're going to then share. Not only do you want individuals to share your information, but when you come across stories, when you come across great content, share it with your group. Okay, that shows your group that you are active in the pursuit of their business, in the pursuit of other businesses. You are a doer. Again, if you just connect with somebody and they never hear from you again, what does that do? It doesn't do anything. So when you see good content, when you see great content, share it with your connections, especially when you know that it will assist them. And who knows, knowing what the diesel prices are for this week. It could be anything. And if they're not interested in reading it, okay, they're just not interested. But at least they're seeing your face come up in their news feed, that you are a doer, that you're active, that you're engaged in your profession. So fourth thing you're going to do is you're going to share information, not only yours by posting your content, but share others' information that you see it's of value, and especially value to your connections, to those shipping managers. Fifth thing you're going to do, and this encompasses all of it, but you've got to promote. You gotta promote yourself. This is the sole reason why you do social media. It's to promote yourself, to not only promote yourself, but to promote your service, to promote your specialties. And you can't be shy. You can't go in this like, oh gee, I don't wanna step on anybody's toes here. I don't wanna get too loud here. I don't wanna be too obnoxious. You can't be shy, guys, when you do this. You must promote yourself and stop flying under the radar. Most of the individuals that utilize social media, they just fly under the radar. And what good is that going to do you? It's not going to get you any attention. As I talked about before, the biggest challenge that everyone in our profession has is obscurity. That's our biggest challenge. What do you have to do? You have to get out of obscurity and you have to get noticed. And social media is one of the greatest ways to do that. So stop flying under the radar. Stop thinking that you're going to be obnoxious if you post something every week. Because if you do, that's going to get you attention. Now, hey, will people like it? I don't know. But I would rather risk on the side of posting way too much than not posting at all. Because if you post way too much, there's going to be some individuals out there that like what you post. There's going to be some that don't like what you post. But if you don't post anything, that's not going to get you anywhere. You must promote. Really, make this your goal. You've got to promote until your prospects complain about your promotion. That's how you feel about promotion. Your goal is to post, if not your content, then share somebody else's content, but do it minimum once a day. Minimum of once a day. Don't think that, hey, people are going to get tired or bored of you. Okay, some of them will. But the more individuals that you add to your connection of followers, it's going to even out. And there will be some folks out there that look at you as somebody of value. You're a doer, you provide the service, you provide it accurately, you provide it proficiently, effectively. They will want you to work with them, not only work with them, but also move their freight. If you have any questions today about what I went over today, feel free to ask me. Call me at 626-309-9141. Great topic today. My hope is that gave you a starting point. That was just a starting point. Now, you can do so many things with social media, but if there's one thing that I told you today, it's guidelines, okay? You've got to connect. You've got to post your content. You've got to be committed. Look at those 5 ways, just those 5 ways as a starting point. Use those 5 ways as a starting point, and the more you do it, it's just like anything else, the better that you get at it. Great topic today, how social media moves your freight. That's how social media moves your freight. It moves your freight by giving you the opportunity to connect with your marketplace. Great topic today. Thanks for joining me today on my Tuesday training call. We'll do it all again next week. I'll do it all again next week on my Tuesday training call every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on my Tuesday training call. Guys, been a pleasure talking to you today. Take care. God bless. I'll see you again next week on my Tuesday training call. Bye-bye.
When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store today, you'll see a host of products available there for purchase. First one you'll see available is my flagship product. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you're searching for that daily motivation to set goals, to achieve them, to pick up the phone daily and connect and build relationships with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. And if you're searching for those specific skills, and there are many individual skills required to be successful in this profession, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Skill. I highly recommend each one of these products, available for purchase today in my Freight Sales Success Store. Do you have any questions do you have any questions about today's call? Or more importantly, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topic for today. Take these skills, apply them. You'll be amazed at what happens to your results.